Whoopi Goldberg shut an interview down on The View with Fox News host Jeanine Pirro. Of course, they were talking about President Trump and Pirro's new book.
Here's my question for you, because you talk about.
I am not, Judge.
Nobody is.
Oh, yeah.
Did you just point at me?
Yes.
Listen, I don't have Trump derangement. Let me tell you what I have.
Okay.
I have a lot of. I'm tired of people starting a conversation with Mexicans or liars and rapists.
Right, and it kept going. There's more.
One of the things that you talk about a lot, and I'm curious about it, is the deep state. How long has the deep state been there, and who's running it?
Well, I want to answer your question, because you had
you a question.
You had your opening statement, which was how horrible it is that Donald Trump is talking about all of these people.
I'm sorry,
you know what
that's
I think
what you
is
said.
horrible?
You said,
Whoopi, you know what's horrible?
that
when
it
people
was,
who shouldn't be here end up murdering the children of American citizens.
You know what's horrible?
What's horrible
when the president of the United States whips up people to beat the hell out of people.
No.
Say goodbye.
But it didn't stop there, because there was drama backstage, and this morning Pirro told her side of that story.
I left the stage going downstairs, and I saw her, and I had to walk by her, and I said, Whoopi, I fought for victims my whole life, something like that. And she started cursing at me.
What did she say? Tell everybody what she said without saying it.
She said,
blank you.
F you. F you. And I said, Whoopi, did you just say F you? I mean, she was right here. And then she said, get the F out of this building.
So problem with that is Whoopi says Pirro left out some key parts of the story.
No.
She was upset when she got here because Ana Navarro was here instead of Joy. And after the segment, which ended when it was supposed to, it was not early, it was not late, it ended when it was supposed to, she then called everybody at the table a name I cannot repeat on TV and said it in front of the audience. She came off, she could have just passed me. She didn't need to stop, but she stopped and put her finger in my face and yelled, I've done more for victims than you ever will. Then I said to her some few choice words I cannot repeat. Yes, I did say it. I did say it. But I did not spit on her. I did not intimidate her. No one chased her out of here saying, get out. But she did leave here cursing at the people who booked the show. She cursed at the guys who do the security for the show.
Now, since Whoopi brought up Ana Navarro, she actually jumped in on this too. She tweeted, I was there backstage at The View when this happened. I heard it. It is exactly as Whoopi Goldberg described it here. I was told Pirro, who I'd never met, didn't want me there. I was civil to her on and off camera. Now, can we go back to talking about how Trump is owned by Putin?
Navarro.
Yeah.
Nails the dismount.
All right.
Okay. Pirro, of course, tells a totally misleading story because she's a right-winger. Of course, she's not going to tell you the whole truth. That's not what they do. But I think that the part that amuses me the most is what a snowflake she is. So, I'm going to get back to snowflake in a second, but I'm going to tell you, we can't say it on air. Whoopi can't say it on air, but you'll understand, obviously. Apparently, Pirro called all those people that she yelled at a seasucker, okay? And so her not telling that part while going and crying on Hannity, like, I can't believe they cursed at me.
She said it was abuse in her tweet. She called it abuse.
Right, but you left out the part where you cursed at them way, way worse, but that somehow that's your sense of how to do honest media, apparently. But to me, the more important part is, she said she was abused. She said on Hannity, she was reeling from the encounter. And even look at that request not to have Navarro on. Why? What are you, a special little snowflake that's gonna melt if you are in a same panel with Ana Navarro? And why don't you just go, did you think that they were gonna like agree with you just because you came on their program? Of course they weren't gonna agree with you. I've been on TV a million times, and almost every time it's either conservatives or establishment people who don't agree with me. Ana did a panel at Politicon which was 5-on-1, and she didn't complain, she just kicked their ass, right? But Pirro and the conservatives like, I expected I was gonna be treated like a queen, but I wasn't. Why didn't everybody agree with me?
Let me, the point that the takeaway from here for me is this, and I notice it a lot on Twitter. Anytime a woman on Twitter says anything with a 4-letter word, the cascade of not very ladylike. Right-wingers do not like women to curse. They can't bear it, they can't stand it. I think it offends their sense of propriety for a woman. Like you heard Hannity there, he's tell her what she said. A woman said F you. Like, and consistently there are people I follow, you follow too on Twitter, who when they're hit by some right-wingers, they're like, hey, I got an idea, go F yourself, jackass, right? And then the instant response is always, oh, nice mouth, lady.
The gaslighting in that I could have walked past her. I chose not to. I said what I had to say, but oh, scary black lady.
Right,
she yelled at me. Oh, can you believe it? I'm sick of that. I'm tired of that. And then you made a good point that this is not the whole truth. And it just takes me back to the fact that this woman is a former judge. This woman, who everybody is saying is lying about something so stupid, was responsible for justice. It's just upsetting.
Her first name is Judge, actually.
You know what, Brooke? You made me glad for the first time that she's on Fox News, because that means she's not on the bench.
You're right.
God, she's not a judge
Trump
anymore.
considered her. I mean, she wasn't on the Federalist list, so she wasn't seriously considered to be on the Supreme Court. Trump considered that woman to be on the Supreme Court of the United States.
No, and by the way, she is currently lobbying for the Attorney General position. The top investigative person, obviously, in the country.
We would have the top cop in the country be a TV host, the president be a TV host, and the top economic advisor in the country be a television host. That is insane.
Yeah, Jeanine Pirro's priority is access and paychecks. Those are the two things that she wants. So she does everything she can on camera, during shows, to not answer the questions she doesn't want to answer, but frame things the way she wants to frame them, not to advocate for anyone she purports to advocate for, but rather to get more access to the president and more paychecks from Fox, and more status through access to the president, which will lead to maybe this attorney general thing that she wants, but at the very least to some lucrative speaking gigs and some kind of other hosting credit.
You know what, let me just say the last thing about that, because these speaking gigs, if you guys don't know, that's a huge scam on the right-wing side. It does not exist on the progressive side. But on the right-wing side, if you do propaganda for the rich or for multinational corporations, etc., they will pay you a ton of money to go speak all across the country. And so a lot of these people, with the antics they do on air, is so they can get lucrative book deals like Pirro got, and lucrative speaking engagements. That's them raising their hand and saying, yes, sir, I'll do whatever you need, sir. What propaganda do you need, sir? So, and it's her assumption that she should be catered to. That's why if you notice, the harshest insults that Pirro had, according to all the witnesses, was to the bookers. Like, how dare you book me on a show where they would challenge me? 2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below, then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.